Hello YouTubers, this is Roger again. This is my third vlog of this here series of supernatural oddities, and this one is entitled Zombies Never Attack Alone. This is, as I said, another quick vlog, and I hope it helps you out and clears up some issues for you. And just to let you know, in the end I'll be discussing in further detail some extra information about feeling intent and the mechanism which brings it into fruition. Also, I'll give you an update from an earlier vlog about the song Time is on My Side, but right now I want to tell you about zombies. In our 3D reality, your spiritual enemies always attack in pairs or groups. Zombies never attack as a lone attacker. They always have a backup and their own deceitful witnesses in order to cover and protect themselves, especially when they want to do a real number or job on you. Case in point, about a year and a half ago, I had made plans with a friend to go out and have a few drinks with. Since that time, I had to break ties with him. Prior to going out, I had that usual creepy feeling that something just wasn't right with this situation. It wasn't long after arriving at our destination that two thugs showed up and sat up at the bar not far from our table. Surprisingly, the bar was completely empty at that time. One of these thugs kept turning around constantly and looking at me. After an hour or so, after a half an hour or so, lo and behold, that one thug started talking shit in an attempt to anger or humiliate me and to get me to react to his attack. I didn't cave in to his bullshit, and the two thugs shortly left after this. This is a typical gang-stalking technique and how they operate to get targeted individuals to react. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where there are two or more zombies in close proximity to you, please realize that this is an ambush or setup. As promised earlier, I was going to tell something extra in regards to feeling intent. Unfortunately, this protective skill, as far as feeling intent, comes into fruition in most cases because of trauma. This trauma can be either physical or psychological or both. If you ever get to know an empath or empathic, you will discover that they have a long history of ritualistic or satanic abuse in their life. Yes, and yea, this sounds ugly, and indeed it is. Fortunately, God always provides a way to protect His chosen, and one of the ways is through the feeling of intent. Here's the follow-up I promised you, another case in point. I never have my radio on at home and only listen to a radio while driving. On my way back from doing errands today, the song Time on My Side comes up over the radio in my truck. Wow, talk about synchronicity. These kinds of synchronicities happen to me all of the time. My third case in point refers to my prior video on intent. I guess I forgot to mention that there was another person with that intruder. Remember, they always attack in pairs. Thanks for listening, and may the good Lord and God be with you always, my friends.